your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole. We're in the AM. We're in the AM. It is 9:45 EST time. 9:45. You can see where we're fishing at right now, guys. We're at this dock. Because we have zero wind, I'm not going to drop anchor first. All right, guys, I'm on a meat run right now. I'm telling you right now, it could, halfway through this thing, it could change, okay? Sun's starting to come out a little bit. Now, let me kind of break down, let me show you exactly what I'm doing so you'll kind of know. Apparently, they're not at the dock. Apparently, they're hiding over here in these shrubs, these overhanging these trees. But I'm going to continue to try this dock, okay? Between that first post to the left of those overhanging trees, and I'm going to try a little bit to the right. When I do try a little bit over here to the right, I'll keep you guys, you know, in visual. But right now, it just appears to me that they're hanging way down there to the far left. Okay, so I'm going to try a little bit of everything. The sun's starting to break through with the clouds, and that can make a difference. That can make a difference catching crappie when that sun starts to come up. Now again, you have to have a rod and reel that's accurate in order to get up there, just like that, yank, just like that. You see how I barely threw right off the top of those bushes, those overhanging trees. That can be the difference of you catching a crappie and not catching a crappie, okay? This is a 10 and a half inch crappie. Let me see if he's gonna make the cut, okay? For right now, I'm on a meat run. We're gonna let him go. We're not gonna keep him. Look, I'm running that red, black, and chartreuse with that black jig head, that diesel built hook. Downstairs, visit my collection of different colored jig heads. If you want the John Deere green, you want the candy apple red, which I have on board with that black and chartreuse, you have to fish what you feel comfortable with using. Boom. Okay, look at that. Oh, he hit it. Let's see if he's gonna come back and get it. They seem, okay, now I'm set up right in front of this dock. That kind of lets you guys know, you think you're running things, man. These crappie are funny. You think you get set up for one thing and they want another. Maybe watch when I throw over here by this dock. I mean, that was a perfect cast. Let's see if I can have some luck right here. Okay, I'm gonna continue to cover this dock. See, nothing at the dock. Nothing at the dock. I'm gonna try the second post, okay? And remember that old saying, if you ain't getting hung up, you're not crappie fishing. Whoa! Boy, I had to pull that one back. Look at that. Yank! Look at that. Oh man, I got a little bird's nest too. Look at that. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Oh man, I can't get it untangled. Oh wow. Look at this, guys. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Look, I put some new spool of line on there. Look, let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna reel it in by hand. look, I'm gonna reel it. I just spooled it up with brand new line because of the memory. Look, I'm gonna have to get him in by hand. I have to get it in by hand, guys. Look, that's that diesel built hook. Look at that. I ain't never done that before. Look, I had to reel him in by hand. Wow. Let me show him to you guys. That's a 10 and a half. I'm gonna be selective about what I keep. I'm gonna let that one go. Okay, even though that was fun getting him in, I had to do that manually. Let me see if I can get myself situated here. Wow, that was crazy. That was really crazy. So, apparently, where we thought they were, they are not. Crazy how that works. That's why I tell you, you're gonna need colors whenever you're fishing for crappie, because just when you think you got them panned out, it doesn't work that way. Boom. They are all the way over here to the far left. That is crazy. Let me take the shades off. Sun kind of went behind the clouds again. I'm gonna throw let's see how far they go down. Boom. Oh man, we just barely made it in there. Man, we went across a branch, yank! We went across a branch and still hooked up. Oh! We're going to be selective. We're going to keep a few, but we're going to be selective about what we keep. This one's a keeper. This is an 11-inch crappie. Again, that's that diesel built hook, guys. Let me show him to you. That's that diesel built hook. Let me take him off the hook. Okay? Look, that curly tail. I'm still running curly tail. I gave you the time. It's 10 minutes after 9. 10 minutes after 9 right now. She's set up wrong. So let's see if with this 1/16. Now remember, my rod and reels are designed to throw light tackle. Let's see if we can get up there. Slow that jig down. Slow that jig down. Slow that jig down. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm nervous about getting way up there because getting hung in. Look at, you got those overhang of those trees, and you can get hung in those trees. Not to mention the limbs. Ooh, that was kind of an awkward cast. Man, they're making me get all the way up there. Let's see how accurate I can get up there. Let's see. Boom, man, I'm way up there. Way up there. Look at that. Oh, that's where they are. They hiding. They're holding close to that structure. Yank! Look, they're holding close to that structure. So listen, if you're not getting hung up, you're not crappie fishing. If you're not getting hung up, you're not crappie fishing. They're all the way up there. All the way up there. Look at that. We're going to put him in the basket with some fries and a salad. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we're going to take him home. We're going to put him in the basket. Oh, I got some fish juice in my eye. Boom. Yank! There he is. We know where the spot is now. We got it, guys. We know where the spot is. We know where they're hitting at right now. We know where they're hitting at now, guys. Look, my glasses falling all over my eyes. Look, I want you guys to see that silver stallion. I want you to see how my equipment works. We don't want him to jump, so we're going to let him, because we're on a meat run. Yes, sir. Because we're on a meat run. We know where they are. Look at that diesel built hook. I'm just going to show it to you. Look, don't touch him. Leave him right there. Leave him right there. Let me turn it around. That's that diesel built hook. That's the black diesel built hook. Listen, my collection is right below this video. So you can take a look at what color you want. You want aqua green. You want hellfire gold. You want John Deere green. You want chartreuse. You want hot pink. You want any color that you want. I'll make it for you. Wow. That's that diesel built hook. Look, the sharpest crappie hook in the world. I got to get my pliers because it's not going to come out of there. Sam, you got to work on your hook skills, getting the hook out. Before I get started, I want you guys to remember this, okay? We're living in some uncertain times right now, but I promise you, if you get you a couple of brand new fishing poles, you can feed yourself and you can feed your family. Let's get to it. Let's cut away. Listen, I want to slow down. I want to slow down, and I want to give you guys all the specs that I have. It's important for me to slow down and to deliver this message to you as precise as I can, okay? While I'm taking a break, getting that hook out of that crappie's mouth, let's do this cutaway so I can show you what I have, okay? I'm going to be talking fast, so I need you guys to listen fast for me, okay? Listen, you can see the Fireball Red. That's 30,000 pieces. That's a 5-gallon bucket. You can see the Fireball Blue. I can't feature all my products on my videos, okay? Even though I got 2,200 segments, I still can't do it. That's the Fireball Blue. That's the Fireball Red. And let me show you the hologram flake in there so you guys can see it. See the hologram flake in the body? Look, the Fireball Red has that same hologram flake in there as well. We're the only people that carry that. Look, black and chartreuse, look at the hologram flake in there. We're the only people that carry it. That's why my plastics are they're so successful, okay? On just about any body of water. That's another 30,000 pieces. Look. Red, black, and chartreuse, we sold out of it, but I'm back in stock again. Red, black, and chartreuse, and we use only the super soft exotic plastics. Plus, when you get them, I douse them with a liberal coat of mineral oil to help keep that vibrant color. Okay, listen, we're still shipping. We have no problems whatsoever. This is your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole. Guys, you can see my voice is starting to go up. I'm starting to talk real fast. I told myself I'm going to slow down so you guys can receive my message without a problem. Okay? Look, you need a backpack tackle box? Cam has you. There ain't nobody else on YouTube that's doing what Cam is doing. Okay? You guys are my board members. You guys are the reason why I'm here. You guys are the reason why I give back. You guys are the reason why whenever you call, I answer the phone. Okay, and if I miss your call, I get right back to you. Okay, the reason why I do that, you give love when people give you love. Okay, look, this is that 6'6" magic stick. Look, that's 100 in one box, 100 rods in one box. Guys, we're still shipping. I'm still doing my thing. Okay, real quick before I get to the diesel built hooks, I want to cover this real quick. I want to cover my signature series. Right now, you guys see me shipping. You guys see me fishing with that Cam's Silver Stallion. This is it right here. This is the best rod and reels that I make. Titanium guts, carbon fiber rod, EVA split grip, 11 ball bearings, 10 plus 1 ball bearings. And all of my rods, guys, are 2-piece, okay? And all of them have the ceramic coated guides, my signature series. Everything that you see is going to be right below this video in description. You can read the description. All you got to do is click the link, put it in your cart, and check out. And don't forget hooks. HOOKS. You're going to see it in the top. I'm going to leave it up there for a little while. You can get 10% off of anything that's in your cart. Okay, that's the Silver Stallion. I have about 4 or 5 of my top of the line titanium guts carbon fiber signature series rod. You saw me on one of my videos just recently. This is the Thunder Blue. Okay, if you're not into the blue, which is one of my favorites by the way. Look, I got the orange Poseidon. Okay, 10 plus 1 ball bearing, same reel, just a different color. Look, this is the Matrix Red. You guys saw me on my last video with that one. Okay, look, here's the White Ghost. That's the White Ghost. Crazy, 11 ball bearings. Pause the video, go check and see how many ball bearings you have in your reel. Our #1 seller now for the last 8 years is the blacked out titanium. She's all black. Okay, she's all black. Okay, that's the blacked out titanium. So again, recap, blacked out titanium, White Ghost, Matrix Red, Orange Poseidon, Thunder Blue, and you're watching me right now use the Silver Stallion. Okay, that's my signature series. Okay, you guys have heard me mention so much about those diesel built hooks. Let me show you what you and I all grew up off of. You see this? This is what we grew up off of. Look at that little nub sticking out of there. And you're talking about catching. You running one of those big girls with the big hips on them, 14, 15, 16-inch crappie, and you're talking about using this little nub here, what we grew up off of? Guys, technology has changed. Let me give you a side-by-side. Both of these are that's a 1/32. Look at the difference in the hook and the plastic. Let me put it side by side so you can see it. Look, just don't believe me. Just look for yourself. You see that? Look at the diesel built hook. Both of these are 1/16. Look at that little nub right there. That's why you're losing so many crappie. Look at that gap right there. Guys, I have the sharpest crappie hook in the world. You can stop searching. Nobody has it like Cam, okay? Let me put this back over here. Look at this little thing. You need to throw that in the trash can. All right, let's just talk colors for a little bit. Look, you like the Chartreuse, whether you want a 1/8, 1/32, or you want a 1/16. Look at the grape. Okay, before I move on, let me show you the gap in that hook. Look at that. You see that? Look at the gap. Look, the glossy black. You want the cloud white. You want the hot pink. You guys, you know hot pink is super hot for crappie. Look at this. John Deere green. And I just got a couple of them out. Okay? Look, there's the candy apple red. You're sitting there watching me use the candy apple red right now. Again, you want the 1/32? You want the 1/8 or the 1/16? I got you. Okay? We custom make them when you order, so you're going to have to be patient. Nobody else does this. None of my jig heads sit on the shelf for 6 to 12 months. We custom make these hooks, chemically sharpen them for you when you order. Look, the bright orange. Okay, colors aren't your thing, right? Look at this. Whether you want a 1/32, 1/8, or you want a 1/16, non-painted. Look at that deadly blood red. Okay, Cam, I like the platinum black hook. Look, minnow head. Look at the collar. Make sure that plastic stays up on that jig head. You like minnow head? You like round head? It's up to you. Okay. Look, this is the red, black, and chartreuse. You guys are seeing me use that right now. I paired that with that diesel built black jig head. Okay. Listen, if black and chartreuse ain't working for you, take off black and chartreuse and put on black and chartreuse. Okay, so listen, if you can't decide what you like, right down there below in the hyperlink, I have these new split packs. You remember I showed you the Fireball Red and the Fireball Blue? Look, it's 100 pieces, but I split them for you without a charge. 50 of the Fireball Blue, 50 of the Fireball Red. Okay, look, the Black and Chartreuse split pack. Again, right down there in the description. You just read the hyperlink, click on it, put it in your cart, and check out. Black and Chartreuse, 50 count. Look, Monkey Milk and Chartreuse 50 count. It's a split pack. I just brought these out about a couple of months ago. Okay, so all you have to do is sit back, guys, view the video so you can see how my products work. Let's get back to the video. But I came on here, number one, to show you my products, number one, and number two, to show you how they work. And the reason why I went out there specifically with these diesel built hooks, to show you guys you can catch 9-inch crappie with this diesel built hook. 9-inch crappie with that diesel bill hook, because crappie have large mouths, and when you run into that 16, 17-inch crappie, that diesel bill hook will cover it without a problem. Look at that John Deere green and that candy apple red. Bright orange has been super, super hot. Okay, the black and the gray, guys, look, now what? You guys have a decision to make. Remember, $45 or more gets you free shipping. Okay, so whether you like my signature series, look, you got a choice of colors that you want to choose from. All of my rod, I want to say this before I close. All of my rod and reels, every single one of them comes with an accidental replacement for life. Okay, the details are on the website right below the description of the rod. Okay, all of my rods are pure carbon fiber. They're made for crappie. They're ultralights. They're made for crappie, panfish, and also trout. You've seen me catch my shell crackers with them. I've been cranking out videos left and right on those shell crackers. Now I'm on my different swag with those crappie. Let's get back to the video. Guys, this is your boy Cam. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, let's get back here and let's see if we can catch some more of these crappie. Yank! Okay, we done figured it out. You guys have gone, let me turn around a little bit. Let me talk. You guys have gone crappie fishing before, and you find that spot. If you throw 3 feet to the left of that spot, you throw 3 feet to the right of that spot, you're not going to get a bite. You've got to be on point. Okay, you've got to hit that spot. That's where my Cam's Accurate Carbon Fiber rods, the Silver Stallion, shines. Now, I want to tell you guys this. This is the best Silver Stallion that I make. This is my signature series. I also have a Silver Stallion in a 6-foot, and I also have it in a 6.2 with a 6+1 ball bearing. This is a 10+1 ball bearing. Okay, so you choose. Go down there right below this video. You choose in the description, and you choose the description, and you read about which one that you want. Now, remember, I have 2 finance companies, so it doesn't take a big bite out of your budget. And I want to say this right off the rip. If you have been living on a rock, we are in uncertain times. With a carbon fiber rod that weighs, and reel that weighs equivalent to 3 pair of household scissors, you can feed you and you can feed your family. That's very important for me to tell you guys. Let me make sure I still got you guys here with me. Yep, still got you with me. Let's get back up there. We're not finished. We got to see if we can hit that spot. I want you to watch how accurate my throw is, okay? Let me pull you up a little bit. I want to make sure I got you up. There you go. Make sure I got you up. There you go. That spot. I'm running that red, black, and chartreuse. And I got to tell you, I'm gun shy about going up there that close. I'm gun shy. Look at that. Yank! That one spot. That same spot. That same spot. He feels like a small one. We're going to be selective about what we keep. Okay? We're going to be selective about what we keep. Let me make sure I got you guys down just a touch. Okay? We're not going to keep this one. We're going to let him go. See? Let me show him to you. Little baby. All right. Again, when you pull up to your favorite spot, these are some little tips that will help you guys out. Slow down. Calm down. And just relax. Don't get, because you're excited like you were when you were a little kid. But take your time, okay? Because if your adrenaline's flowing, that means you're going to reel faster. Slow that jig down. That's very important. Boom. Slow that jig down. Let it fall. Okay? Take your time. Let it fall. Ooh, he hit me halfway here to the boat. He hit me halfway here to the boat. Let's get back up there again. Wow, I was way over there that time. Let's see what happens. See, you got to be in that spot. They're funny right now. They're funny. Let's see what happens when I throw right between them two trees, them two branches leaning down, which I'm nervous about hitting. Boom, right there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Slow that jig down. Slow that jig down. Ooh, he hit me. But he's grabbing the end of my plastic. He's grabbing the end of my plastic. Let's get back up there one more time. I need to be a little touch to the right. Right there. Man, you see that? I chopped the leaf down. Guys, I chopped the leaf off the branch. I chopped the leaf off the branch. Let me pull you closer. What do you think? Let's pull you a little bit closer. There you go. You would think they would reward me with that cast, right? They ain't showing me no love. Look, they're not over here. They're not close to that dock at all. They are not there. I'm gonna try over there too. Let's go back over there, that same spot one more time. Boom, look at that. Way up there. Way up there. Look at that. Yank! That same spot. That same spot. Nice crappie. This is a nicer crappie. Nicer crappie. You know what? I'm going to have to start coming back out here with my net again, guys. Not that much, but he is a nicer crappie. Nicer crappie. Man, look at that. That's a 12. That's a 12-inch crappie. Same spot. Let me back you back a little bit and talk to you. Same spot. That's that diesel built hook. Let me get that hook out. Look at that. That's a 12-inch crappie. That's what you're looking for. They're sitting up there, but they're making Cam work hard. They're making me work hard, baby. They're making me work hard. Man. Looks like we all on a meat run today. Let me get my hands together. Hey, you guys having fun yet? Tell me if you're having fun. Now, put down in the comments, let me know. And by the way, we're finished off of our shell cracker game. We're no longer in our shell cracker game no more. Let me see if I can bend you guys down a little bit. Okay, there you go. We're back on the crappie. We're finished with pre-spawn. Right now, we're dealing with post-spawn crappie. So when you clean any of your crappie, they're not going to have eggs in them.